Thoughts and Friends podcast, episode 95, I think. Bachelorette Men's Tell All. I'm wearing all black because I'm feeling like a fucking villain. I've got some angry, mad, sad vitriol in my heart for this episode of reality TV that I've had to watch because I agreed to be on this show.
We try not to divulge too many takes, too many opinions on the group text thread while we're watching, but I think we're on the same page here.
I think us and the entire Bachelor Nation are on the same page. I don't think there's anyone that
more like this. Men don't say shit.
Mm-hmm.
More like let's have our ads tell all. You know what I mean?
Carnival Cruise tells all or whatever.
No,
see, that's the other thing. Exactly.
Virgin.
So we didn't even do a good job. I don't even know what the goddamn cruise line was, but what a crock of shit.
The most broke broadcast of all time.
Was this the death of Bachelor? Is this the beginning of the end? Are we on a downward slope? Has Love Island officially come on the block and taken the number one spot?
I don't know if it's completely dead, the franchise as a whole, because I think that Paradise is so good, and it's hard to have Paradise if you don't have the characters before, like if you don't know them.
I've never participated in. I've to this point have not participated in
Paradise.
Paradise
Is so good, guys.
I'm pretty fired up about it. So, yeah, Love Island. We don't know anything about them beforehand because it does add an extra element that we've seen. No. We've seen a season of these people, and now we get to see them again.
I think.
Kind of dive in the slop. I
think you get some repeat people on Love Island, obviously, from time to time, but it's a little different. It's just a completely different. I haven't watched Paradise either, but yeah, I was excited for that. Again, there's a lot of like, oh, I loved you. It's like, no, you did. Whatever. I digress. You have to have some of that. It makes the show.
Yeah.
Some people I was glad to see featured. Some people I was a little less excited to see featured.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Your man Roby was back. Were you ecstatic to see him?
Oh man, the blonde hair. I was pumped.
Didn't know who it was when he first didn't know who it was, and then I got a second look and someone mentioned that his hair or said him by name, and then I got a look at his face and I was like, oh my God, that's the Magic Man himself.
Oh yeah. And he did the whole like looked at the camera too long, turned something into a rose. Like,
of course he did. The man's a showman. The guy brings a life to this show that no one else on this season could even dream to pump a fraction of the juice that what's his name, Roby, just exudes.
I was actually like kind of surprised. Like his face was nice looking, but
he looks so much better,
dude. His hair was so bad. That fucking like 2005 pop punk haircut was not doing him any favors.
No.
Like his blonde needed a toner to like tone down the yellow a little bit, but overall, like with blonde hair, that looks great with like the little like middle part type thing. I was like, I actually like that for him, and it's not everyone that I like bleached hair on.
Yeah, I mean, there's not any just absolute uggos that are getting on this show, so he had to be at least a little bit good looking. I think the hair.
He
looked
like
the hair is bad and
like shit.
You know, I love Roby, but his personality is a bit, it's a bit of an acquired taste. I'd imagine.
Jarring's a good word. It looked like he came to Men Tell All to make waves. He was attacking.
Yeah, he's trying to sell tickets to his goddamn magic shows. That's the only reason he did this, and I respect it. I wish more guys would be more transparent about that.
If Roby came to St. Louis for a magic trip, Brody, we're going.
Yeah,
we're
going. Absolutely. I don't know where they do magic shows in St. Louis. I don't know where they do magic shows anywhere besides Las Vegas, to be honest with you.
I think that sounds really fun. Honestly,
I would love some live magic.
Oh, I have been in a magic show. I wasn't the like magician.
Did you get sawed in half?
Got reeled in half. No,
I don't even know what that means, but okay.
Excuse me.
No, so I was on a cruise in high school, and the magician like needed a volunteer and picked me, and I was in his little magic trick, and somehow he put a bunch of shit in my hand and like was like, open it, and I opened it and there was stuff in my hand, and I literally did not do it.
I'll say this.
Magic.
I'll say it. It's cool. It's not if I'm a woman, I don't think I'm going to pick that man to be my partner, my mate. I don't think I could find that attractive, but
it's
awesome.
fucking cool.
I think for whatever reason, people who dedicate their lives to becoming magicians, that just attracts people who are inherently not cool people. That is not to say that magic is not kind of cool. I think for whatever reason, it just attracts people who are a bit different.
A bit odd.
Like, yeah. And I mean, even the fact that we're talking about Roby for this long just really goes, it just goes to show how stupid this episode was.
Great.
Truly.
Point.
I will say, before we got well, maybe not before, but we got one of my favorite characters of the whole season on the date in the
I forgot. Yeah, no, we did. We did have that before.
Avon and Salem, Mass. As soon as they said Salem, Massachusetts, I'm like, okay, witches. They're gonna do some
witches
fun
and
witch
weird
stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We get a lady at essentially like a gift shop, it looked like, for witches that was Lois Griffin, but a witch, basically.
Yeah, she was like hanging out in a closet, like reading.
Hey, come over here, cocksucker. Let me put a hex on ya. I got tickets to the Seas at the Garden, and then I'm going to make some witch's brew, some boil.
Fuck Bring her in paradise. Wicked Bring her to fucking paradise.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, yeah. Okay, so Avon's date. I'm sorry, I completely forgot about that. Avon's date. I think that he's doing better than I was picturing. I thought it was going to be a bad date. It was a good date.
They built it up to be bad.
Yeah, the music, was even telling us that it was going to be bad. Boom, boom, it was good. But then, we saw previews of her being like, I think this might be it. And it seemed like she was talking about Avon.
Yeah. You did mention towards the end, you text the group, maybe you're talking about Gabby, though, about a ring or something towards the end. Were you talking about Gabby or Rachel?
Okay, well, I was saying, one, we finally saw Gabby on the last night because we haven't seen any previews.
Yeah, you thought
her.
she might have left. She might have.
Yeah. And I don't think Gabby's getting engaged. Yeah, they definitely tried to make us think that. But I think that they're just in two different locations. Or I think that Gabby called it, final after her fantasy suite or something. I don't know. But I saw Avon holding a ring. And so he makes it far enough to go look at rings, which I think is normally the top two.
Yeah.
And I thought that was kind of a spoiler because he's the only one with the darker skin tone, but maybe Tino's very
pretty tan. But yeah, I mean, I thought the same thing whenever you pointed. I didn't clock that, but whenever you pointed that out, I looked and I thought the same.
Folks, our front runner could be the favorite to be going home. The date didn't go well last week.
No,
with Tino and his family.
The preview for next episode, which they always try to make you think the opposite, made it seem like Zach kind of goes home. From what it seemed like, he was like, I feel totally blindsided. I don't know how this could happen. It seems like everything totally switched, but that could all just be a big bait and switch, obviously.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't get that. I took the previews as Zach needs to truth bomb something onto Rachel, and I think it's going to be that he's not ready to get engaged. We'll see.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time. But overall, the date was boring. I think that they could have definitely fit that into last week. It wasn't dramatic enough.
Well, I think they tried to build it up because she said how nervous she was. She was shaking because he said,
"This was stupid.
I've brought two girls home. And my dad hated one and my mom hated the other. So I'm
a little surprised they didn't put Tino's at the start of this. Something a little more interesting.
True.
Because this could have just been jammed in the middle. It'd been like, oh yeah, that witch lady was funny, but for the most part, it was kind of a snoozer.
Yeah, it seemed like his parents,
whatever.
His parents were separated, but they both showed up, which was
his mom's hair was fucking insane.
She looked like the witch lady.
A bit wild.
Yeah,
yeah.
She had a bit of a cousin it thing going on. No offense, but
no offense to cousin it.
Yeah, no offense to cousin it. Oh, got her ass.
Okay, so then we go into men's tell-all, which is just a travesty. I don't know why they do these. These are never fun to watch. I don't like them.
Why was it here? There's still 6 people left. Why was it here? Why did they do it here? I don't get it.
They always do it here.
Yeah, they always do it before fantasy
with
suite.
3. With 3,
Really?
so there's 3 on each
Maybe
side.
Maybe this feels weird because there's a total of 6 left. Okay, I didn't realize that. All right.
It's fine. You're just a little stupid, but it's okay.
I'm a bit slow.
You're a dipshit. We knew this going in, so we're not learning anything new.
So,
but
okay,
yeah, like I don't even have any notes because on top of this, the 2 people that we wanted to see get shit talked by everybody didn't show up. So it really defeats the purpose of it.
Yeah,
if there's not gonna be any drama. I don't need any of these people being like, "Yeah, Rachel and Gabby are great. I wish they'd picked me." I don't give a fuck about that. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, so a few hot takes. Do you guys think that Nate is genuine?
No. Yes, I do.
No.
I don't.
Totally playing the fucking game. I think
Wes,
I don't think so.
What if I told you that this week he was spotted holding hands walking around a supermarket with a girl and like kissing her in public? Do you still think he's genuine?
You can't move on? What's the problem? What's the deal?
Dude, not telling a girl you're dating that you have a daughter for like a year is such a fucking red flag for me. That is like,
it's a long time.
That is
he
like
was dating someone else.
Yeah, that is an unlooked past. And the whole thing, it's like he basically admitted to all of this. He's like, yeah, my actions, I just hope you forgive me. The amount of guys on this are like, yeah, I'm a piece of shit, but I feel sorry about it. It's like, okay, yeah, you're good then. This is a Catholic church. Used to be like, I feel bad about it. Oh, all right. Well, fuck it. Do whatever you want.
Fair.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I'm out on Nate. I thought that last night they gave him a Bachelor edit, and I was not excited about that.
They softballed him the entire way. There's like,
dude, I bought it more than you guys. I did. There's something about, I don't know. There's something about how much all the other guys seem to like him that like is doing it for me.
The only guy that stood up and like talked about Nate, like, oh, you made me better, blah blah blah, was a guy who we don't know or care about.
He was gone so quick.
True. He was the only one that they aired and showed on there. But it seemed like, I don't have any examples, but it seemed like throughout the show before he left that he was like pretty tight with a few of the guys. I don't know. I bought it more than you. It is a huge red flag. I get it.
I think he could absolutely be friends with them, and they could all absolutely believe him. I think he's very good at this. I could be wrong. I don't know him obviously at all, but to me, it feels like he's very good at convincing people that he's a very sweet guy. And maybe he thinks he's a very sweet guy, and he's just fucked up. I don't know, but I'm not going to give him a pass. I think it's kind of bullshit.
Yeah, I agree.
I wrote my notes. Nate is full of shit.
What is his? He said that he got divorced and he was trying to protect his daughter from.
It was like that Drake line that was like, "I'm not protecting the world or the world from my kid. I'm protecting my kid from the world or something."
Yeah, okay.
I butchered that.
You got the sentiment though.
Well, you are dumb.
Yeah, I'm a dum-dum.
They said. I just wrote down basically just shit people were throwing out. Who was the one that said that Roby was there for 4 hours for a reason? You're a fucking creep, basically. Ethan, maybe.
Ethan, Asian guy. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Ethan.
Who was he going after? I don't know what it was, but then Ethan was just like, bro, you're a creep. You were here for 4 hours for a reason. What are you doing?
He was going after Spencer, wasn't he?
No, the Tarzan guy. What's his name? Jacob? I forgot his name. Spoiler alert, he was going to be on Bachelor in Paradise. Shocker.
Yeah, he'll be a hit on someone said Chris had bad breath. That's just an easy roast. That's that roast, while simple and easy, it does cut deep. You're like, no, I don't. I do not. What the fuck? My breath stink. But he was not there. He was
saying that someone's breath stinks. That cuts deep. That's a tough one.
Also, like in the scenario that you're talking to these guys, either you're getting very close to them physically or their breath is really, really stinky. Because like when someone has bad breath, like how close do you have to be to actually smell their breath? If they have like 7 out of 10 bad breath, you got to be pretty close to noticing.
Maybe Chris was a close talker. Maybe he's a close talker.
Or maybe he's just got some gnarly fucking breath.
Okay, you know, like when you smell someone's breath and you're like, okay, have you ever flossed and then smelled the floss after?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not like you can just smell it. Yeah.
Right. But like when you're talking to someone and their breath smells like floss after you floss, that's when you know like floss. You've got a cavity or you need to go get a dental cleaning, okay? Because your breath smells like it needs a filling. And when I smell someone's breath like that, hot breath, God.
Ugh. Okay. I have a take. I think Spencer, if he would have had the facial hair the whole time, maybe wins.
That man is attractive. Yeah.
He was looking smoking hot. It was like, why were you shaving, Spencer? You got some facial hair. You came up with a glow up. Roby and Spencer with the glow up.
And I liked Spencer. I don't know if you guys remember, but I had him ranked well.
Yeah, he just didn't get a lot of time. I think he just didn't. No. I don't know if he wasn't aggressive enough. I don't know if either the ladies were just feeling him. They're just like, you're just kind of fifth place, and that's just what it is.
Yeah, and because as soon as he got out of the van or the limo the first night, Gabby was like, "Oh, he's my type," and then like we never really saw him again. Like not truly.
Did he end up with Gabby or Rachel? I don't even remember.
I don't even know.
Gabby.
Rachel?
Gabby. I thought it was Gabby.
I don't remember.
It could be.
I'm not confident in that though, which is telling. You're right. Hayden didn't show up, and they basically used him. He was a punching bag for a while.
It's like, I don't care about any of these jokes. So, like, we made these jokes forever. Like, I don't need you to basically reiterate what the show is already telling me happened. It's just a waste of time if he's not going to show up.
I agree. Yeah. I felt like I honestly think that he's guilty.
Yeah, and I think he realizes that, and he's like, yeah, I didn't really like being on this show probably, but I almost feel like you need to put it in these people's contracts. They have to show up to this if they're going to do this. Like, barring some sort of emergency, you have to show up. Or else it defeats the entire purpose. If the people that are going to get shit on don't show up, there's no reason to even have it.
Yeah.
Well said.
I agree. I do think it needs to be in the contract.
Logan showed up.
Someone who did show up. Logan showed up. Bobby, you said he seemed nervous.
Did you guys not think so?
Yeah, his voice was quivering a little bit.
Yeah, his voice was quivering, and I felt like when he put his hand out, it was like.
I get that we needed someone to kind of beat up on because he was the only one that showed up that had like any sort of controversy.
I didn't give a shit at all.
It's overblown for me. We're gonna go after this guy. It just wasn't that big of a deal.
You could kind of tell. I don't think any of the people's hearts were actually that into it. I think a lot of the guys are like, I need to say something to make this watchable television.
Yeah, we're gonna crucify this guy for like being wishy-washy on a show with. The point was to have two bachelorettes, and he accepted a rose. Like, I get the scummy, and I get if the guys were like, God, it was kind of shitty that you took time away from me, flipping over like that. But like, you think the thing was going to decide it? That was your downfall. That Logan came over and stole half an hour from you on cocktail night. That was your downfall.
And him not being a total sociopath and diffusing it, being like. Yeah, no, I was pretty fucked up. I wish I had another way to do it. It makes it like, oh, well, this is not very compelling. If he's just like, sorry. And they're like, it was shitty. He's like, yeah, it was. It's like, oh, okay.
I do think that he's real for being like, I'll be honest, like, I did accept the rose because I wanted another week there. Like, that's honesty. Like, that's what we would all do, to be honest.
Of course.
He just admitted it. And so I was like, yeah, I mean... That's fine. It's fair. But like, he still doesn't do it for me.
He's still ugly.
He is still ugly.
Dude, he should have gone with the hair he already had. Growing out the hair, he had the opposite effect of Roby. His hair looked bad.
Yeah, it did.
Looked like the wings on his head were about to fly away.
He's probably one of those guys that when you see him in person, he's much more charming and attractive. I just truly don't understand why he's on this show. Like, I truly think he is
because
ugly.
he first of all, he's not ugly. I get at certain angles
he might be bachelor ugly, but he's not real people ugly.
I don't know.
So is he like, what's he? Okay, so let's do this.
Like, if he's better looking. No. Okay, go ahead.
If you're in the Midwest and you see him, where do you rank him 1 out of 10? And if you're in LA and you see him, what do you rank him 1 out of 10?
I mean, he's like a Midwest 9, like an LA high 6, low 7, probably.
7.
Okay, yep. Okay, I agree with that. I would say Midwest 8.
I was going to say 8.5.
Yeah, and then like Coast, he's at like a 6.
Yeah,
maybe a 5.5.
He's got a pretty average body, so maybe an 8.5. If he had a rocking body, he'd be a Midwest 9.
If he were ripped, it would be a different conversation. But he doesn't even have that.
No,
but
I think he's good at speaking.
Does make for good TV. He can talk. He's charming.
Yeah,
and that goes a long ways when you're not a total, uggo. He's not ugly.
I think in person he has to be better looking. That's what I'm saying. Maybe. He's got to be better looking. There's some guys like that, that people that were on The Bachelor, and people say that all the time. So I'm just gonna go. The camera
adds 10 pounds. People forget that.
Even looking at his Instagram, I think he's ugly though. I said what I said.
Okay, that's fine. You can think that. That's fine.
He's also in Paradise. Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about, I don't know what came first, but they had a big announcement that was going to change all of our lives.
They teased it in the prior episode.
Boy.
Jesse Palmer says, I've got some news, Bachelor Nation. Everyone here, this news is going to change your lives.
It was an ad.
Da-da-da-da. Look under your chairs. It's a free cruise for the audience with Virgin Cruises. I've never been so insulted watching a TV show in my life. I haven't been as insulted since the last season of fucking Game of Thrones. The goddamn, you just grab me by my shirt collar and spit in my fucking face and you say, you like that shit? That's just basically what I got here.
Just the ultimate tease rug pull bullshit. Just awful.
You guys forgot to mention that it kicked off with just the worst thing in the world, where they were like, look at my cell phone. You're going to shake your cell phone and then you're going to get a drink. And I was like, where the fuck is this going? And then he's like, you all get a cruise.
The brokest shit of all time.
Stupid.
We invented an app where you can press buttons and people will bring you food. You didn't invent that fucking app. It's been around for a long fucking time.
Got bad news.
You can order services online with this new app.
Been doing that.
Okay.
Yeah. I truly don't think that there was like anything that noteworthy from the men's tell-all besides those things, which is like crazy. And then we got Gabby and Rachel out. We're
not getting anything. It's just
we didn't learn anything.
We're not. It's not entertaining. It's not funny. It's not compelling. It's just.
I thought Gabby was kind of funny.
Yeah, she's kind of funny.
She's always kind of funny.
She's trying. It's just the show is.
She's carrying. I think Gabby is carrying.
Yeah, I mean,
she's been carrying for
down to the point. Rachel kind of fucking sucks.
Rachel sucks.
Rachel kind of fucking sucks. She's kind of. I'm over it. I don't care. Gabby's funny. Gabby's nice. I hope she doesn't get engaged. All these guys are fucking trash, to be honest with you.
I want her to find Spencer. Spencer.
Right? Maybe a little reconnect. Spence, my guy.
That fucking cruise thing, I can't believe they did that. I can't believe they hyped that up on the previous episode for that to be this. That is so fucked up for them to do that.
Insulting. We spent 10 or 15 minutes like, what could it be? What change to Bachelor Nation could it be? Insulting.
I tweeted the GIF, fucking Ralphie from A Christmas Story. Ovaltine, a lousy ad. I mean, what a joke. What a piece of fucking trash. Garbage.
It was really dumb. So we had the Virgin stupid fucking cruise commercial.
Either of you, you said you've been on a cruise. I hope to never find myself on a cruise for the rest of my life.
I didn't realize how cheap a cruise is.
Are they cheap?
Brady looked up a cruise last night when I was talking about it and telling him that they teased us with an ad. And he was like, people retire and just live on cruises. They're like $40 a night. You can just like go on a Go on like a 6-day cruise for like $130.
I think it's telling about the Bachelorette, the majority of the audience, that a cruise line is a big sell.
Yeah.
There's a certain type of person that loves cruises, and I think it's a Bachelorette fan. Not us, we're classy, but
no, we're classy. That said, Virgin Cruise Lines, if you want to bang my line, we will sell out.
Yeah, I'll do an ad. I'll make an hour-long fucking Virgin Cruise Line ad for the right price, without a doubt.
I have been on a cruise, and I will never go on another one.
Have you been on one as an adult, or you want to want to? And
it
was that bad? It was that bad when you were younger. You're like, fuck this. Yeah, I can't imagine. I don't get the appeal.
It's just like, I don't get the appeal because you're not like at a cool destination the whole time, when like I could just go on a different trip and like be at a cool destination the whole time. And you're buying drinks the whole time. Yeah, alcohol is not included on cruises.
What's the fucking point?
I know. And so like you have to buy your drinks or like a really expensive drink package. And I am just like not interested in that. There were so many kids. I can't stress to you enough. It was not good. I did not like it. And I was like 16 and I was like, what the fuck? We stopped in Mexico. I had some fun in Mexico.
I imagine the food is mid to dog shit.
Actually, the food wasn't bad. It was like gourmet. Like it was really nice every night, and there were shows with dinner, which was really cool. It was just like if you were like drinking and like wanted to like go grab like a quick bite, it didn't feel like there was anywhere else like open. Like it was kind of like dead.
You do feel a little trapped, I'd imagine. Like, oh, these are my options. I have no other options other than just jump off this fucking boat.
Yeah,
that is an option.
I didn't really like it.
No, I can't imagine most people would. I do not understand a cruise.
Yeah, no.
$40
a night, I guess that I understand that, but
then you gotta pay. I thought that was like you get booze, you can like just lay around.
No.
Ugh, what's the point? What are we doing?
Yeah. And like you have like assigned seating, so like you like go to dinner and you like have to sit with certain people, and it's just not my vibe. I can see why people do it when they're retired. Like, sure, if you don't want to think about anything or plan anything, sure, that's good for you. Me, I rather take the 10 minutes to plan out an activity for myself.
Yeah.
Cruise seems like a nightmare. Let's talk Batch in Paradise, a little sizzler reel. Dude.
What'd you guys think?
I've said it since Clayton's season. I am just head over heels for Genevieve. She's so incredible.
She's gorgeous.
Oh, gorgeous. I'll be tuning in.
She's a beautiful gal, without a doubt. This is the teaser for this is what I want this show to be, and it never will be. And unfortunately,
I might stop watching this shit and just watch Bachelor in Paradise.
But then you don't know the characters.
Yeah, there were a few, two of those that they had up on the stage. I didn't know. I don't know whose season they were from. Andrew, and then some woman I didn't know.
You didn't watch those seasons.
I don't know who that was from. Is that like a while back?
Andrew was from Katie's season, which was the one before Michelle. And then who else wouldn't you have known? Lace, you wouldn't have known. She's from a while ago. She's a girl. But yeah, I think that they have a really good crew. And of course, for Paradise, they bring in new people every week. So that's the bit, or like that's the whole point. So it's like the girls it rotates. The girls have the roses one week. The guys have the roses the next week. So the time that the girls have the roses, they'll send in more guys so that there's more guys than there are roses. And it kind of like keeps going. Electric. It's really cool. And they bring in guys until the last week.
What's the end game?
The end game is
find love.
Yeah, find love. See how many people like get into relationships. Most people date a few people. Some people just like date someone and stick with that person the whole time. But
I guess like what happens in the finale? You know what I mean? Because on this, it's like we're building up to an engagement. What are we building up to?
It's all engagement.
Like people get engaged on Bachelor in Paradise?
And more people get married. More people get married from Paradise, but you have so much more time together. You're with each other all the time. So it's so different than the normal season because like you're with each other all day, every day on the beach.
Yeah.
And then you go on dates. There's no group dates though.
Good.
How is stupid. It? So you just like, what do you just like Red Rover, like send Jacob over or send, like, what do you just like pair up on the beach and like say, hey, let's go hang in the hot tub? You just, how does it kick off?
Yeah. Okay. So this is how it kicks off. There's always like someone who's down at the beach first. And then they like just start like trickling in people and like those people talk and they'll do like interviews while like more people are coming in. Like I'm looking forward to seeing this person or like blah, blah, blah. And then by that first night, their like core group of people are all there and they hand out date cards and people still go on dates. We still see that. And then it'll just slowly start introducing more and more people. So like that next day or two, we'll definitely get more people before the rose ceremony. And then there's anytime a new person is introduced, they come in with a date card. So they come to the beach and they can pick anyone on the beach they want to go on a date with, which is really cool because it shakes up relationships because the person coming in doesn't know anything. So it's really fun.
It's going to be way better.
So good.
Who are going to be the stars of the show? It seems like we get Shanae is back. That's her name.
Yeah, I'm so excited for her.
Jacob is back.
I think Serene and Brandon.
Our boy Brandon is back, baby.
Will do well. Yeah. I think they'll do well. Andrew, I think will do really well. I think him and Teddy have potential to get together. Andrew is like America's sweetheart from Katie's season. Everyone loves him.
Kind of like Teddy, kind of same vibes. I think you might be onto something there.
The old guy from Michelle's season is back.
Yeah.
Dax Shepard 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little.
He is.
I think get a little more Dane Cook than Dax Shepard, maybe, but
like a mix.
Maybe their love child.
Yeah, that's kind of same archetype. Shout out to the hit film Employee of the Month, starring those two and Jessica Simpson. If you ever seen
it, so good.
Great flick.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for Paradise. I think you guys will definitely enjoy it more. There's more drama. Yeah. And I think the dates are always really fun on Paradise. But yeah, I'm excited. I think it looks like a good crew.
And it starts like right away. It's going to start like the week after this is over.
Right? Yeah.
It's in September.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they probably just wrapped up filming for that in August, early August, probably.
Yeah, I was wondering that. Like the people that were on this season that are also on that timeline's got to be kind of wild.
Yeah, they probably did it like pretty much back to back.
And I mean, pretty much all the people from this season that are on that season were out pretty early, I guess. So it wasn't as tough.
Well, probably. And like there's people that we obviously don't know are going to be on there. And so they probably came in a couple weeks into Paradise. So it was probably like, well, you were just kicked off here. You have a week or two to go home, refresh, and then you're going to the beach.
What a life.
Does anyone else think so? Genevieve kind of, if you remember, kind of like self-eliminated. Not to bring her up again. It's not even like that. I'm just saying she kind of self-eliminated. She was like, I don't know if this is for me. But then she's back on.
Well, that was also with Clayton, and that was like the weird therapy date, wasn't it?
That was the therapy date, and she was like, I don't think I'm.
Yeah, she's like, we're not doing group therapy together. I'm just gonna go. I don't remember her self-eliminating though. I thought
she was like, this just isn't for me. I'm not ready for all this. I've got to go.
I thought that he sent her home because the therapist was like, someone here is not ready.
No, that was when he caught that girl lying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
But she jumped pretty quick to be on Paradise is what I'm trying to say.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, all these people that are like, I didn't have very good success and a really bad time on The Bachelor. I think this will be the format that I will follow.
It is literally, you guys don't even know. I think that's why. It's so much more casual. Like there's so many guys to choose from. Everyone's dating everyone. Like you guys, it literally is like the opposite of The Bachelor.
Isn't that guy, Joe, grocery store Joe, didn't he get married on Paradise?
He got engaged.
Shout out him. He's cool. I've listened to him on a few podcasts. Shout out grocery store Joe.
Yep. In last season, or last Paradise season, I think like 3 or 4 couples got engaged. So, and 3 of them are still engaged.
Okay, what's the success rate? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
So, anything? Oh, we have to talk about Meatball, don't we?
Billy Eichner, another ad.
Unbelievable.
I didn't understand the point of that ad. Are they that worried about ticket sales that we're gonna crash the men's tell-all to sell movie tickets?
I guess. I don't know. I think they figure it'll be a hit. I don't know. I'd assume Disney or ABC or something's producing it, and they're like, we gotta people. I would imagine there's a giant crossover of people that like this show that really like Billy Eichner, probably. So
yep.
They got that going for it. Billy Eichner's, I don't know. I like if he's not in his character, he's just not as compelling. He's just like a nice guy, which
just
is
a nice fella.
Him being normal is like it kind of weirds me out.
Yeah, him being like a neurotic psycho on the street is pretty fun. It's cool. What is that on? Is that on? Is he posted on? Was that posted on YouTube or is that like on E or Bravo?
What is it? I just see it on TikTok.
Yeah, I always see it on the internet. I thought it was like part of a late night show. I could be wrong.
I won't lie. I think it's pretty annoying. Like I don't really ever find it funny.
Not all of it. I get
that. I think it definitely has a shelf life to the point where like, okay, I kind of get it now. At the beginning, you're like, this is funny.
TikTok.
And then after a while, it's like you just keep like
it's a little
asking
old.
people if they're gay, and it's like, okay, this is not as funny.
You're just screaming in people's faces. Yeah, it's kind of.
It also has probably bred a lot of other people doing it much, much, much worse on the internet, which is a bad distinction for it.
Yeah, for sure. So
Should we start a prank channel?
There's nothing worse than like a family prank channel. Like, oh, I'm gonna prank my husband, and you guys are gonna watch, and then they just like destroy their house. I hate it.
That rocks. I'm gonna prank
12 million. 12 million
cry.
Views.
Yeah, that just sounds like the worst thing ever.
Do it for the views, baby.
Do it for the fucking views. Yeah, I don't know. This fucking sucked. It sucked.
The bloopers were fucking lame.
We smelled each other's armpits. I mean, oh my God, how boring and uninteresting can you people possibly be?
Yeah, there's so many bugs and smelly armpits. Like,
yeah, my God.
Ooh, here's something that we haven't covered yet. What did you think of what Jacob had to say to Gabby about his handling of choosing Rachel over her?
I felt like it was fake.
Maybe I'm a sucker. I don't know.
He was like, I'm so sorry.
I also didn't think he was like the best of those bad ones. I think like it wasn't that bad. He acted like a fucking dipshit. He's like, you're still smoking though.
Yeah, I think for him, it comes down to like those other two guys are like manipulative dickheads. He's just stupid, which is like, I guess better. But at the same time, it's like back to the Nate thing. It's like, I apologize. Okay, I don't accept. You acted like a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
That's great. You're sorry. I don't care. You shouldn't have done that.
He did. He got a little quivery. He's trying to hold it together. It wasn't.
I thought that he was like this, like, I'm so sorry, like a fake little cry. I don't know. I wasn't digging it.
I don't care. I don't care about you at all. I don't think about you at all. I don't care. Do whatever.
You're gonna start thinking about him because he's gonna be a superstar on Bachelor in Paradise.
Maybe. He's certainly going to be some comic relief, I would imagine.
Yeah, he's a big dummy.
Big old dummy.
Hey guys, I'm getting naked.
Yeah,
we naked again. Great. Speaking of good bits, Meatball.
Yeah,
bad bit.
I'm a little confused. Why we did that.
We're creatively bankrupt. We're out of fucking ideas. We have nothing else to do.
Okay.
We just have a group of very uninteresting people, and they think so little of us that they think we're dumb morons. Like, he did the sauce again. His name's Meatball. He did the sauce. Yay! I mean, it's disrespectful.
Show him how you eat like a piggy.
Yeah,
I I felt kind of gross. I was like, what am I fucking watching? This is
And then he put his suit back on and his hair got like red sauce on his
He's all
shirt.
crusty in his hair. Like, I kind of felt like a disgusting animal myself, honestly. It was gross.
Yeah, it feels like watching a promiscuous video and you're like, one of these people isn't really into this. Why are they doing this? It's like they don't have to be doing this. This is not good.
Yeah,
not
it was
digging
weird.
this.
It was weird. I didn't like it. He like then took down that Billy guy. It was just like it was all really odd. And I would be okay if I never watched another one. Typically I don't really watch this season.
You mean Ben's Tell-All?
Sorry, yes. Typically I don't watch this episode because I think it's just dumb. I always think it's dumb, even when it's
girls. I here ABC, I think we've had enough good ideas to save this show. We turn this YouTuber boxing's huge. We set up some boxing matches, the Men's Tell-All, we get 3 matchups. We let them fight each other. That's how we fix this.
It's kind of like really got beef.
You guys got really have beef. Let's hash it out.
I think it would be better. I think it would be better if it were a style like the Real Housewives. I don't know if you've ever seen like clips of like how their end of the show like recap is, but it's like the host is in the middle of all of the Real Housewives. So you see everyone's reactions and they're all like facing each other arguing. The host is right in the middle. I think that setup sounds really good for this. And I think that we need to pick like it needs to be like the angel on the shoulder and the devil. Put like all of the season's villains on one side, all of the nice people on one side, have the host in the middle, and let's just like get a little dirty.
Having the villains not show up defeats. I mean,
just cancel the cocktail party.
Blows my mind. Just it's a new format. New format. We're just not going to do it. We're just not going to have it. If we know they're not going to show up, we're just not going to have this. We'll make another episode where we do something. Yeah. We're not going to do this. This is nonsense. This is disrespectful. We're just going to fill this with fucking ads, and these goddamn morons are going to eat it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sad.
Disrespected.
So, very. And then, so are we ready to move into our thoughts on the preview for next week?
I didn't really get that much out of it. I think, Bobby, you were locked in a little more than I was. You were talking about seeing a ring and I was kind of checked out towards the end, to be honest. Okay. I kind of missed some of it, but please tell us.
We talk about this so much, and at the end of the day, it's just all kind of a bait and switch, and sometimes it's a pretty obvious bait and switch, I guess, but I think it is a fun exercise, but probably a fool's errand to try and gather much from what they're telling us usually.
Yeah.
It's a lot of like, I hate this person. Show a picture of Tino. She didn't say that about Tino. That's just how these
let's do this then. Let's just say who's going to win. Who's winning?
I will say in that sense, this is very compelling because I honestly don't have any clue on either side.
So
this is the most unsure I've ever been.
So Gabby has Jason left. Gabby has
Eric.
Others left. Eric.
And
Jason.
Eric. And Florida guy. The guy that fucks.
Oh,
Johnny.
The guy that fucks.
Jesus. Like I said from the beginning, I was between Eric and that Boston guy, and for our pick, I picked Boston guy. It's going to be Eric.
It's not Johnny. I think I'm pretty confident it's not going to be Johnny.
I think it's Jason.
I'm going to go Jason as well. Can I go?
He wasn't.
I think if I had to pick, I would go no pick. She
not engaged.
Abstains. Does not get engaged would be my pick.
I don't think she's getting engaged.
No. If she does pick,
but you think she lives with someone though, like they're still together.
I think that she is. I think Rachel gets engaged and she's now single.
Wow.
I don't know. I'm going bold assumptions.
So Rachel
I'd go Jason on Gabby's side if I had to
I'm going Eric. Rachel has Tino. Rachel has Avon, and she has another guy.
Zach.
That I'm not Zach.
I'd go Zach if I had to pick.
Does the hometown date with Tino, is he done? Is he a goner?
No, I don't think he's a goner.
She can mold that boy like a ball of clay. That's what she wants, I think. I think she wants Zach. She wants a guy that she can just form into her perfect little image.
Okay, so I did see a TikTok that honestly made a lot of sense, especially from the seasons that I've watched. They said when women are in the lead role, they typically pick the guy that they feel like is out of their league, and outside of this show they would not be able to attain. So like for a perfect example is Michelle and Nate. Like Michelle is a goddess, love her to death, but like she talked her whole season about never being popular, never being asked for prom, and then she picked the most like popular type of guy, the fuck boy who was trying to act like not a fuck boy. And so now I think that Rachel so badly wants to have someone like Tino and like wants to mold him into what she wants. I don't think that she'll be wise enough to see that he's not that type of person. And I think that she'll pick him regardless. And I do think it's going to go sour because they're not going to mesh because he's not going to bend the knee to her. You know what I mean?
Some good info.
But I think
that makes sense.
You know, that's obviously very person by person also. It's you know, every gal in here is different. I have no clue, honestly. It's pretty much a shot in the dark that I'm guessing Zach.
It would be a guess, yeah. It would be a total guess. I don't have any conviction either. We're just ruling out Avon. It was a great hometown. We're just ruling it out.
Man, I will say this.
I don't know.
Rachel seems so disingenuous on all these hometown dates. I mean, she seems like a politician. She's given like a scripted, like politician answers to all this stuff. It's like, God damn, I mean, if you're these parents, you're like, you're not saying anything to me. You are reading me a script.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, it's a TV show. I don't, whatever. But that's the point of the TV show too, I guess, is show your personality and not do that. But it's a fucked up situation for these gals and these fellas. We know
man, Bobby has me swaying towards Tino. She makes some good points.
I always do.
I think Rachel's a different type. I think she wants to be wearing the pants.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think Zach's the guy. It could be Avon too. I think Avon.
Similarly, Avon.
Tell me if you think this, Bobby. I think Avon is definitely more attractive than Zach. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's absolutely fair. I'm a little worried about how Avon would do with Rachel's family, and I think if there is a downfall, it's going to be when he meets Rachel's family. Because
are you saying they're racist?
Yeah, is that
I am kind of skeptical of that because her dad does seem like an asshole a little bit. I'm a little worried that like they aren't as like open-minded because he made it very clear that he wasn't open-minded last season. And he kind of seems like macho. I don't know. So and Avon is so kind. So even like besides the race thing, I'm like, Avon is just so kind. Like I just don't see him like getting along with people like that.
You think Rachel's dad and Tino might wrestle or something? They might like try to do a little power struggle and might roll around in the backyard?
Men's tell all. Tino's dad fights Rachel's dad.
Oh, Rachel's dad would swallow that little pipsqueak up.
Yeah, he's a tiny little man. In a normal season, when do the guys meet her family? Is that typically now, or did that typically happen
It's the next episode, and it's typically like they do that, I think, and then they have fantasy suites, right? Because it's normally 3 guys that meet.
I'm trying to
think they didn't tease any of that on the last.
I'm trying to think last season. Brandon, they did the hot tub. Remember that he borrowed the swim trunks from her dad.
But I always thought that was like the same episode as hometowns. They did their hometowns and they did our hometowns, but obviously there's double as many hometowns now.
It's always. I think it's actually after fantasy suites. I think that it's like or the day of. It's right around there because I think it's only ever like 2 or 3 people that meets the family.
So let's try to remember. Did Joe meet her parents or no? Because Brandon did and Nate did.
No.
I don't think
Joe
so.
did not? Okay. Well, there you go.
Brandon met the parents because his date in Minnesota was at their house. That was not supposed to be like their official
They
meeting.
just like came home. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
You're absolutely right. Huh.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it'll be next episode. I think, man, I don't know if they'll do it before or after. I don't remember.
I honestly think that it's typically like they meet the families and then they go do something and then they get invited to like the
they invite them. Yeah, they leave here's a key to the
So I think, if they do it this season, I think they have to. I think it'll be at the very end and it won't be very much. Because we saw a preview of Gabby's grandpa meeting
I was gonna say that. I saw that.
Yeah, I would imagine to save time, because usually they go to wherever they're from. I assume they're going to bring them to their island, bungalow, wherever they're filming that, to save some time, and we're going to mash it up into one episode in what would normally be 2.
Wait, so the finale's next week?
No, I think there's
two episodes. I was gonna say, holy shit.
2 left. Yeah, that makes sense.
We're gonna get fantasy suites, and they're gonna meet their families, and then proposal the week after.
Okay. Great. But yeah, that's all I have to say about the episode. It was trash. I'd be okay if I never watched it again. But I will say about Paradise, just keep in mind these people are getting engaged and they've never met each other's families. They've never most of them don't even have each other's phone numbers, which is like the same thing as like this.
It's healthy.
I am so excited for you guys to watch it. Like, even if we don't all watch it together, even just hearing you guys watch it, I think would be very fun.
I think we need to think of some different reality shows to watch, because I'm not going to lie, I don't think this show's getting any better. I think maybe the cast alone, I think this show just is jumped the shark. I think it might suck now.
I know, but then
I don't
Island
have much. I don't know if I have much feet to stand on, because I'm not an OG fan. I haven't been in it for a while, so I don't know how much the quality has dipped, but
it has.
It kind of fucking sucks.
I've watched 3 seasons of this, and this is the worst by a lot.
This is the worst by a lot.
And I mean, I wouldn't say Michelle's season was incredibly compelling television. It wasn't like, holy shit, this is awesome in any way. I watched some of Clayton's season. It was a little bit more exciting because you had the crazy chick. That's the other thing, is keeping the crazy people around is what makes the show good. If they're crazy, they realize they're crazy and they kick them out that night. Really kind of kills it. But
yeah, Clayton was like, oh, I like making out with her. She can stay.
Yeah.
Here's what we need. We need stupider main characters. We need the dumbest people possible to be picking from this crop. So maybe we get that gal to be the Bachelorette next. What's her name?
Shanae.
The crazy. Oh my God, I would lose it. Oh, that would be some good telly.
She'd be horrible.
Yeah, she would.
I'm interested to see how you feel about Paradise if you tune in. I think you should tune in for at least an episode or 2, Brody, if you've never watched it.
No, I think I'm going to watch it. I would love to talk about it on here. I think it will.
I think Paradise would have a lot.
I think we should
more fun.
I think we should start watching some Love Island and talking about it. I think
she said
maybe some compare and contrast. Say what?
Bobby said there's a ton of episodes. Is that right?
Yeah, so I guess we just wouldn't do it per episode, because I think there's like a couple episodes per week or something. But we would just do like a weekly thing still and
figure something out.
Yeah,
figure something out.
And I think people would like it.
Have you watched the Love Island US one? That's out, right?
I haven't, but Sarah Hyland is the host of it. And I haven't watched it. Sarah Hyland is the host of it. She just married Wells, who is the bartender on Paradise.
Oh, yeah, I remember you mentioned that. I do love an accent though, so that would be a nice touch to add to the Love Island slop.
I agree. Yeah. I think I would want to watch their version first, because it was around first.
Yeah,
Brits do it better. I think Wes and I have talked about going back and watching old stuff. Going back and watching old seasons of The Bachelor might be fun. Like season 1.
That might be really fun. I would, like any reality TV in early 2000s was.
I want to go back and watch all the old seasons of Survivor. I fucking love. Maybe we love Survivor.
You and Michaela, and then I jumped on that ship. We started doing that during COVID. We were all locked up. We'd binge like a season a weekend.
That's the best. It's the best reality game show. It's not even close. It just beats the fucking brakes off of everything. The strategy, the betrayal. It's so good. The competition.
Is there any romance?
Yeah, some. Boston Rob and it's pretty rare, but
not often, but yeah.
Boston Rob and Amber, they were very famously got married after the show.
Any sort of romance is usually used like leverage to win the game, or used as a part of strategy, which is even better. Yeah, it's great.
Okay, cool.
We've talked about maybe we'll make a list of that too. Brody and I have talked about recently doing a series where we do that with old sporting events, old things like that. And maybe we'll do it with like reality TV too.
Yeah. Let's do it. I'd be down to watch.
I don't know how good this would be. Like watching like MTV Next or shows that were on that block of television. What was the other one? Fucking Parental Control.
Room Raiders.
Next.
Yeah.
They'd get off the bus and they'd be like, next.
What is it? Something about my mom.
Parental Control, where the parents hate like the girlfriend or boyfriend.
No. There's a show where I thought it was called Date My Mom, where they.
I think that is a show. I think
the parents would go on dates and then I
think that came on like a couple years after, and I think maybe I wasn't watching then. But
did you guys? Were you ever Real World kids? Would you watch that stuff?
No,
yes.
I never watched it. Well. We did a rewatch of the first season of Jersey Shore. The first season of Jersey Shore is some of the best television of all time. It's incredible.
I would be so down to do a rewatch of Jersey Shore.
I don't know you. Stuff.
That first season of Jersey Shore, I don't know you could write a better season of TV than that. The drama, the characters.
You guys,
the storylines.
They
I don't know what happened.
Perfect people. They had the perfect.
They're fucking lunatics. They're absolutely fucking lunatics.
I really think that we should do the first season of Jersey Shore. I think that would be fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
I've never seen it. I don't know.
I think that would really add layers to this.
Okay, yes. Well, we need to make a list of things we need to watch. That'd be a lot of fun. While this terrible Bachelor and Bachelorette is in season and Paradise is out of season, maybe we can do that. Do older stuff.
Perfect.
All right.
Can't stop yawning per usual. Does anyone want to hear about my weekend? I went to Utah.
Yeah.
We're recording this. We're pretty. Oh God. I did. We're recording this on Tuesday night rather than Monday because Bobby had a very long weekend, a very difficult travel weekend. Soaking. She was sore from soaking. She spent far too long on the trampoline soaker.
Mm-hmm. And, I did see so many trampoline parks, you guys. Like it was crazy. No, so I went to Utah. I've thought about going to Utah to like Lake Powell in particular. If anyone ever has the opportunity to go, it was the most beautiful thing ever. I was like shocked. Beautiful weather. Like it was no humidity, like couldn't have been better. I don't even think I saw a single bug when I was there. I truly don't think I did. I got some stickers. I collect stickers. If you're listening to the pod, send me some fucking stickers. So I found this sticker that has like a little icon for every state. Thought that was fun. I have another one, Salt Lake City, because I have to say where I went, of course. I also got a souvenir of some Utah chocolate.
What's the difference between Utah chocolate and regular chocolate? Like, is it really bussin', as the kids say?
It's all natural ingredients. It is bussin'. It's made in Utah. I don't know what makes it Utah chocolate besides the fact that it's made there, but I got some there. And it was really good. I had the worst travel days of my life, quite literally. The Utah airport is fucking ginormous. I got in at 1 a.m, thought I was going to get kidnapped. I didn't, thank God. I was thinking of like the Gabby Petito stuff, and I was just like, oh my God, I'm going to get fucking murdered. So then I get to my hotel, and it's on the first floor. Do you know what it's like to be in a hotel on the first floor? Like, you might as well just be in a trailer park.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know why they allow that. If it's just give me a motel.
No.
Give me a door that leads right out into the fucking outside.
Put me in the dumpster. Like, I have to see cinder blocks. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I walk into my hotel room and one wall is like painted cinder blocks, or like how that looks.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like it's the interior of like a high school classroom.
Yes. And like I didn't pay for this, but like keep in mind it's like a Hilton DoubleTree or whatever. Like it's not like a bad hotel, but I'm on the first fucking floor. I open the windows and I see like a supermarket. That's my view. Is the ground floor of a supermarket. I almost felt like I was below it. And I was not prepared for like the such severe change in elevation. My hotel is at like 7,800 feet elevation. It's the highest I've ever been. And I felt like fucking shit all weekend. I literally couldn't stop peeing because there was something in the air that made me pee. I was so thirsty. I had the worst headache of all time. And then on the way home, they forced me to check my carry-on. They lost it. They lost my fucking carry-on. I sat at the airport for an hour looking at the fucking conveyor belt thing, trying to have it go out. Look at my phone. It said, hey, we lost your fucking luggage. So I just left. And I got it back last night, thankfully, at like 9 o'clock. They brought my suitcase to my house. It was a process.
Sounds like
I didn't even get soaked.
You didn't get your money's worth. You didn't get to see a nice mountain view from your hotel. Hilton DoubleTree, I mean, the fact they even have first floors and anything that's above like a La Quinta is fucked up.
I didn't even want to shower. Like the shower looked gross.
It was that bad?
I'm not going to lie. You're not selling me very much on Utah. And obviously, the Hilton DoubleTree doesn't necessarily... I mean, there's Hilton DoubleTrees that suck in every part of the entire world. But,
I think that, like, obviously...
The chocolate, though.
Oh, yeah. No, the chocolate's great. The views
kind of seems like here with mountains, which is, not really something I'm super stoked
on.
It kind of seems like, here with...
I disagree so much.
Altitude sickness. Sounds sick.
No, there's zero humidity. So like
that's good.
It felt so amazing. It was
I run
so
hot.
beautiful.
That's cool.
It was great.
What are the people like though? I imagine they're like us, but even whiter.
No, okay. So I thought that too. And so I was near Salt Lake, which has like a ton of software companies, bring in a diverse crowd. And Utah is like very like popping right now. It's like going to be the largest airport in America or something. I don't know. And it was such a diverse like group of people. Like everywhere I went, like there was people, like foreign people working. A lot of my Uber drivers were like all different, like from different areas of the United States. I actually had one Uber driver who was from somewhere in Africa. We were like driving through the valley where it was like these huge mountains, like biggest mountains I've ever seen. And he was like, these mountains look small compared to my country. And like my country, the whole country is mountains. And I was like, what the fuck? He told me the country and I couldn't remember. I should have wrote it down. The best Ubers, like I had the best beef tenderloin on Saturday night. Like it was great.
Salt Lake's known for their beef tenderloins. I've heard that.
Good livestock, I bet. The air. I don't know.
My only reference for Salt Lake is Utah Jazz games, and it's just a bunch of white people. So that's all I got.
A lot of racism at Utah Jazz games, which is
really?
kind of what they're known for.
Yeah.
A lot of black players getting the N-word yelled at them there.
Berating of black players in Salt Lake.
Yeah. Okay, you guys, I have to say
that's just kind of white people. You get a big, Southern like SEC football games. I bet you get the same shit, but.
Wow. That's awful. Yeah. I mean,
white people, we're trash.
What
the worst.
What can you do?
So I'm driving. So I actually stayed in Park City, which is like right outside of Salt Lake, and it's like the ritzy area. Fun fact, Taylor Swift stayed there like last year or something.
At the Hilton Doubletree?
No.
I bet she wasn't on the ground floor.
Yeah.
I bet she wasn't. But anyway, so I was driving into Salt Lake from Park City, and I like look over and I was like, God damn, that golf course looks so fucking familiar. And like, you know me, I don't know golf courses. I don't know anything. That's where they filmed the set of High School Musical 2. Where Sharpay and all of them are on the country club. And I was like, I know that is where. And have you seen those scenes where Zac Efron's like rolling around on like the golf course? And he's like,
I've seen him.
And I Googled it. That was where it was filmed. And in Salt Lake City is where the high school is that they filmed High School Musical 2.
I have a confession. I've never seen any of those movies. I've never seen a second of any of them. I don't know how I missed it.
We were kids.
Yeah. I know. I never saw them. My friends would always be singing songs like, I don't know.
I've seen it.
Never saw them. And then eventually you get to a point where you're old enough, you're like, well, it's kind of weird if I go back and watch this now.
Yeah, it would be.
I do know that one song. Soaring, flying. Don't know the
Fun
rest.
fact, I was in puppets in grade school. That was one of my pastimes. The puppet ministry.
What the fuck?
And
you
did
puppets. That's not like you just
we literally
like hand puppets.
Okay.
Go on. Every Wednesday night, the key was
look at that thumb. Look at that thumb. The folks on the YouTube, you can see. Oh, that
is a lot of control in that thumb, though.
Yeah. It's because when you talk, the top of your head doesn't go, so the puppet can't do that. So you have to just.
I know, yeah, it makes sense.
So you did this for what, though? Why did you? This is like for school, or this is? No. It seems for whatever reason this is giving me like you did this for church vibes, but I
did do it for.
Yeah, it just screamed like this. That's church. That's just why you did that.
Yeah,
let's make him do some weird shit. Okay.
Yeah. I did do it for church because I had a friend who was doing it, and I was like, my sister at the time worked at the church in like the nursery, and I was like, fuck it, I want to do it. I'm bored. So I did, and then I got kicked out of puppets because I didn't go to Sunday school.
Oh,
not very.
A tale as old as time, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Which it honestly checks out. I had no business being there.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh my God, puppets.
Mm-hmm.
That is weird.
I have some bangers. I could have sworn I told you guys about that before.
Never heard that before.
That's a step below magician. A little less cool. Even weirder people who become like professional puppeteers.
But have you ever watched the movie Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
I will say this. There's a lot of movies that I really like that involve a lot of puppets now that I think about it. Like the old Star Wars movies, a lot of puppets.
Yeah.
Muppets movies, pretty good. Obviously, a lot of puppets.
Die. I can't. I love that fucking movie.
One of the best rom-coms of the 21st century, I'll say it right now.
I have it on DVD. I have it on DVD. And I have no intentions of getting rid of it. It's so good. It's getting kind of hard to remember.
There's a lot of those movies in that era. I think it's a cut above. It really is. That and I Love You, Man. I could watch I Love You, Man.
I like that too.
Every single day. Jason Segel.
Yeah,
I like Jason Segel.
Common thread.
Animal.
He's like, I got a surprise for you. He was a wiener. And he actually used his real wiener for that scene.
Yeah, he was naked.
Him.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Very brave.
Sweet schlong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jonah Hill, one of the best cameo roles in any movie ever. I guess I'll just go fuck myself.
Yeah. Really good stuff.
I felt like I had another thing I wanted to bring up on the podcast.
Wes, your new job.
We didn't talk about the yoga I went to with my.
We kind of talked about it on our podcast.
We did talk about this.
This is kind of weird. This should almost be two different podcasts.
It's really bizarre to have a Bachelorette and then like an NFL show in the same week.
No, I think it's great. You're appealing to all crowds.
which is a problem.
I think that's more of a detriment than a.
Oh,
we should maybe split this feed up. God, it seems like a lot of work. It's
seems
probably
like a lot
not
of work.
though. It's probably the exact same amount of work. It's actually, now that I think about it, literally the same amount of work. But whatever.
Yeah. Up front, you're front loading your work, and then
just literally the creation of the feeds, which is not that much work, is the only work really.
It's not that bad.
I feel like.
But then you want to, you know,
you have to cross market.
The very few listeners we do have, then they got to find the other. It's just another. I don't think we need to do that.
You're making roadblocks for yourself. Anyway, tell us about the fucking yoga.
It was. I told Brody we did talk about it shortly. It felt a little culty. There was this like 45-year-old guy, like salt and pepper hair guy. There was no socks or shoes in this place, so everyone was kind of walking around. You're required to take them off when you come in.
Yeah. Did you bring your own mat?
Yeah. Oh, get this shit. I brought my own mat that was like extra padded because I have bad knees, and I go in with it. And he's like, "Oh no, you don't want to use that. Here, use one of ours." My fucking knees hurt. It was thin and shitty. This motherfucker, like, I know what I'm doing. I need the extra padding.
Yeah, for his big 5'10" legs.
Yeah, all right. This bit is we can't. Yeah. All right.
Short King Wes.
Our short king.
Yeah, that's true.
Honestly, Wes isn't. If you're a grown man under 6 feet tall, embarrassing.
Grow up.
Literally grow the fuck up.
Wes, there's no way you're over 6 feet tall.
I'm very good gauge for this. Wes is exactly 6 feet tall, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I measured officially at my doctor 6 feet and 3/4 inches with no shoes on.
Damn, he's almost 6'1". This boy's huge.
So when you're on dating apps, are you going?
Bobby, we've already.
I forget. I was drunk, bitch, when we talked about it.
I do. Yes.
You go 6'1".
Yes.
Okay, that's fair. That's
reasonable.
With the hair and
shoes. When are you going to see me without shoes? Never.
Shoes. This guy's 6'5". He's huge.
Honestly.
Okay.
I could be in the NBA with shoes on.
I just like to yank your chain.
Notoriously, NBA players don't wear shoes, but
if
they did.
Yeah. So I'm a short king. I get it.
I want to hear you guys sound off on the topic of Young Gravy taking Addison Rae's mom to the
Embarrassing.
To who? For who?
Her mom and Addison Rae. And him. I mean, I guess it's like, I don't know.
Brody?
I think it's definitely weird. I don't know. If everyone involved is like, yeah, I want to do it, I don't see a problem with it. It seems like Addison Rae's dad is a colossal fucking dickhead, so that makes it a little bit less of
it's like a bit. They're like fucking with him, right?
Yeah, it's a bit to just fuck with her dad. So I thought it was funny as fuck.
Fun and games, so I think it's all fair game. Like, do whatever you want.
But for the kid, the girl, the daughter, it's like.
But I assume she's fine with it. And if she's
actually care,
they were making out.
Do we care about Addison Rae? I don't give a fuck about her.
You asked me, what do you want from me? I don't care about her either, but you asked me, and it's embarrassing.
I said, what do you? Sure, but I don't care about her. So
I don't care that it's embarrassing.
Funny.
I don't think she cares. I think it's funny. I mean,
Young Gravy's mom. She followed her mom on Instagram.
Oh, she does care.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. They were making out on the red carpet.
That's a little weird.
It's fucking embarrassing.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Love it.
I love that Young Gravy's just been like, yeah, my whole thing is I just like have sex with people's moms. That's just what I've made that my brand. I've cultivated my music career into just having sex with cougars. It's like, oh man, the guy's just made his dream a reality.
What a lame.
Well, I
don't know that anyone has shittier music that I like more than Young Gravy.
That shit sucks.
It's terrible, but I like it.
Why?
He always puts out songs that's just like, I don't know. Whatever.
One song. You're so vicious.
There's one song that's on TikTok. He's got the one now that's the Rick Astley, like
remix.
That kind of sucks too.
No, it's all bad, but I like a lot of it. It's like, God damn, it is like the fucking Twinkies of music. It's like, this is terrible, but
I don't get that
shit. It's the Bachelor of music. It's the Bachelorette of music.
I was talking about this with Brady the other day. Obviously, Brady hates him. He's like a music producer. He hates him. He thinks it's trash. And
it is trash, but I like it.
I don't like it.
I like a lot of trash.
Like the meme, like it's I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah, it is like a joke, which it's like
a joke. Yeah, it's weird. But it's like, but at the same time, it's like all of his songs are like a joke or like a meme of what it's, but he's like super deep and serious too at the same time. I don't understand it. I think it's fucking.
But he is
so
though.
stupid.
I don't.
Yeah,
think
he is. Yeah.
How? In what way? I feel
like to him on podcasts. He's like, "Oh, I'm an artist, a songwriter. I'm super deep and stuff." It's
part of me thinks that his whole deal is like
stupid.
A performance. Like
maybe that could be. Maybe. I've only listened to him on a couple podcasts. He seems like an awesome guy, just like an awesome hang.
Yeah, I mean, if he's
really cool
seriously saying like this is like high art, then I haven't heard him say that. If he is actually earnestly saying that, then that'll make me think differently. But if he is like, I am basically and I mean, he was big and huge before TikTok, but if he admits that he's not just like, I'm like an internet rapper that like makes music with the intention of it going viral more than the intention of me like making art. That's what he does.
My indication was that he leaned more towards I'm like, this isn't ironic.
I mean, there's just no way. With the lyrics to his songs, he's like, yeah, this is pretty serious.
I feel like it's all a bit, kind of like
hopefully. I don't know him now. I've just known
on TikTok. Like, he like trolls himself, and so
everyone seems to love him. He seems like an awesome guy, like really nice and just pretty cool to.
Yeah. So I thought it was very entertaining. I thought it was fucking hilarious that he took her mom. It was like the ultimate clapback to the beef because that video that Addison Rae's dad posted and like tagged Young Gravy in.
Oh my God.
So I thought it was very entertaining. And if you guys caught on Brooke and Connor Make a Podcast, they talked about Young Gravy and how like she met him and she was like obsessed with him. Which she's
obsessed with everyone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Every episode of that show, everyone they talk about, I'm obsessed with.
Yeah. This episode, I don't know if you guys listened to last week's episode, but she talked about how she was almost named Bobby.
Oh, yeah. I did listen to that. Obviously, thought about you.
And they talked about how that is like the coolest name for a girl. And I was like,
disagree.
Don't see me.
It's all right.
It's all right.
It was BOBBI though, no E, right?
Yeah.
Not as cool.
But just thought that was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Mikhail Gorbachev died. You guys got any takes about that?
I don't know who that is.
He was the leader of Russia before Putin. He died. He's like 95 years old.
Oh, was he bad?
He had the weird fucked up birthmark on his head. Have you ever seen that guy?
Hey, he can't help that.
He was probably a really nice guy.
Probably, yeah.
I was going to say
Soviet Union. Any takes? Soviet Union? Got any Soviet Union?
Typically
sound off
bad.
In the comments.
Mostly anti.
Soviet.
Mostly anti.
You know, I saw Rocky, and the Soviets were not good in Rocky.
Like, where are you going with this?
Ivan Drago killed Apollo Creed. That's all I needed to see to know. Fuck Russia.
That's all I needed to see.
USA till I die, baby.
That was probably under his leadership.
Yeah, it literally was, I think. So that's very good of you. That's perceptive. That's a good call.
Yeah.
If it dies,
that movie gutted me. When I found out Rocky wasn't based off of a true, real character, I was gutted.
Isn't it kind of, though? I think it actually is kind of based. It's like very, very loosely based on a real person, but the point stands. I think they take a lot of creative liberties with.
Okay.
You watch any good TikToks lately, Wes? You know what I can't stop fucking saying from TikTok is the I Love Corn song.
It's
big lump of knobs. It's got the juice. It's got
the
juice.
You know what? Oh shit! I just got a cramp in my leg. Holy shit! All right.
Ooh, I put
not in those meaty calves.
Oh no, it's higher. It's in the hamstring. It's in the hamstring. I'm going down. No. Brody, you know what you have a habit of? It's listening to a TikTok and getting something in your head and then singing it all day.
Terrible. When I'm sitting home by myself, if I had a camera on myself, the amount of times I will sing like 2 lines to a song and never be able to stop singing it or saying it. All the time.
The limit does not
exist. That's the other thing. I will get it stuck in my head, but I will never memorize more than, I would say my max is about 15 words to whatever that song is. And usually I'll just kind of hum like the last half of the melody.
Same. And it's almost like subconscious a little bit. Like,
like
there's times, like where I'll just be like, I like can't stop saying something like over and over in my head from TikTok. And I'm like, I think it's literally melting my brain.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's
so
my brain
bad.
is fucked. My brain is so fucked. It's been fucked. It's been fucked since before TikTok, but TikTok's just like taking every weakness I have and just fucking jabbing that knife in.
There was another
How was your day today? And I'll just go, it's cone, big lump of knobs. It's got the juice. What'd you say? I forgot what you even asked me.
Yeah, no, I agree. I will say there's like so many things I just get fixated on.
Here's the weird shit and how this is so fucked up. I don't know what you're talking about.
Here we go. I got it.
You weren't on the corn song?
I've got it in the stream. Everyone be quiet.
Okay.
I really like corn.
What do you like about corn?
It's corn. A big lump knobs. It has the juice. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. It's corn. I can tell you all about it. I mean, look at this thing. Gonna try to get out of anything.
What do you like about corn?
It's corn. A big lump knobs. It has the juice. I can't imagine a more.
So it does have the juice. I have not heard the song version, but I do know what you're talking about now. I have seen the video of the guy interviewing the little kid.
So what do you like about corn? It's corn.
It's corn. I love it. And now people are making.
Bruce also likes corn.
Bruce likes corn.
Dude likes corn.
Knobs.
Yeah, I think that is. Stop. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I think my brain is broken, which is no shocker. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Bruce loves corn.
I think about that a lot. I'm thinking like 10 years from now, we're going to be like, oh, everyone's just mentally disabled, brain cancer. We're all totally fucked. We're like, we should not have been allowing people to be on their phones as much as they were. We're all so fucked. I just feel like that's just coming.
I think we should all bring the series is almost over. We should all start bringing TikToks to talk about after. I don't know what
we don't have to talk about Bachelor to hop on and chat it up.
My algorithm, it's like stand-up comedy. It's like chiropractor videos.
Tell me you're white without telling me you're white.
It's mostly just a bunch of garbage.
Yeah.
Like weird like public encounter. Like I go up to this girl and like say something that one of my subscribers told me to say to her, like stupid pickup stuff.
See,
those are all so cringy. Ugh.
I'm trying to think of my other TikTok audio that like I could not stop saying last week. It wasn't the corn one. It was something else. And oh gosh. Well, shit. Never mind.
Good story. Yeah, I corn is what I'm stuck on right now, but it's a new flavor every week, basically.
And like,
what was that one?
How y'all doing?
I don't like this. Did he wake up?
Yeah.
I don't like this. I had that stuck in my head for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. And just the most random times I'll And so like the hard part is that Tommy doesn't watch TikTok. So I'll just like get hyper fixated on saying these like 2 or 3 words, and I'll just say it over and over and over, and I'm like, I don't fucking get it. And I'm like, I try to show him videos to reference, but if you haven't seen all the context in the other videos,
he's on Reels, so 4 months from now he'll be like, "Oh,
I get it. Corn.
Is Instagram dead?
Yeah, absolutely. It's over.
So dead.
It's over.
I think it has to be.
They tried to become TikTok. TikTok is not going anywhere. It's over. It's dead. It's over. I don't know what's going to like fill that gap of like taking pictures. Maybe we will never take pictures of anything.
I think Be Real.
That's big. I'm not on there yet, but it seems
Me either.
Like
I am.
I don't really get it. Unsurprisingly, I don't really get it.
Well, so the whole point is you're supposed to take pictures in the moment and take a picture of yourself as well. But it seems like people inevitably will just use it like Instagram and take like very premeditated, edited stuff.
Like I just took that and it took my view and the other view at the same time. So like both cameras, and then it's like you have like the one chance to just take the photo and it posts it. And so like you see what everyone's doing.
It just auto posts it?
Well, you press send, but like I don't think you can retake it. You have like 2 minutes or something.
Yeah. Or I guess not what I said, but people will like, okay, I'm going to go here, do this with the intent of me taking a Be Real post, which is like not in the spirit of what it's for.
Right. And so, okay, Wes, the whole point too is that you have the app. Oh my God.
This fucking dog.
Shut the fuck up.
You should sell him or give him away.
All right, chill. Okay, so you have the app. 1 time per day, it sends you a notification. It's like you have 2 minutes to take your photo. You don't know when it's going to be. It's a different time every day. So then you take your photo, and it's supposed to be like very organic, blah, blah, blah. You can post it late, but like the whole point is to like make it so that it looks very, like yesterday, I posted one of me crying. I was just like, and which is so bad. But I was going to try to like move and I didn't realize it took this one first. I don't know if it takes that one first every time, but like, and then it saves it all. So like you can go back and like look at your whole month.
It feels like there is something that.
So I
thought you were going to go. I was going to say something I thought you were going to go handle the situation.
No,
you just yelled at him. Okay.
But yeah, it's kind of cool because then like you can just like take pictures and it saves it to the day and then you can kind of like look back. I don't know. I just thought like it was kind of nice.
Yeah, I don't know if this is what takes over, but Instagram stinks.
I kind of feel like it will.
It's so many ads.
Yeah, it's so many ads. And like, I feel like the only people I follow on Instagram are like the news channels a little bit. Like, I follow like Chicks in the Office because I want to see like the hot gossip, I don't like see my friends post as much.
No, almost never, I feel like. Also, like my close friends just like don't post anything on social media at all.
Yeah.
So it's like
I post
girl, man, boy who I knew 7 years ago that I haven't seen since is like I'm like have a weird voyeuristic view of your life and I've never spoken to you, but I weirdly like know what's going on with you, which is like a weird thing.
And some people too will be like, oh, well, if you aren't like obsessed with like Instagram anymore, like why do you still post? Because I still post. I have like this fear that I'm going to lose my phone and I'm not going to have my favorite photos. And so I'm like, even if I just post a story, that will always be saved to my Instagram archive, even if it goes away after 24 hours. So like, that's why I like randomly post shit because I'm like, I just want to have like, I could log into this on anyone's phone.
Mm-hmm.
Those are saved to your archive. That's cool. I didn't know that. Interesting.
Yeah. And I can even like go back to see anyone who like viewed my story, even if I posted that story like 6 months ago.
Unsurprisingly, I don't have a damn clue about how to work Instagram, as we have firmly established.
No, you don't. I'm not much better, but I'm slightly better. Yeah.
I do have a fun announcement. 200 days from today,
We know.
I'll be getting married,
Ooh,
and
ooh.
I'm really. You're a very demanding bride. You're having an engagement party that I'm not even marrying you. You're a demanding bride. You're having an engagement party that I have, not the pun, prior engagements that weekend, and I'm working hard. I'm working hard to make it. Okay, and I want you to know that.
Does that make me demanding, or does that just make you a man of many things to do?
You're so busy.
I feel like the demanding part of that is coming in the form of the pressure I feel to make an appearance there from you.
That feels like a you problem.
I feel like you're applying a lot of pressure for me to make an appearance there, and I'm going to really try. I'm going to really try.
I did not say any pressure. I did not.
It's okay if I don't go?
Well, it's fine if you don't go. It's just that, you're dead
to me.
You will be sat with a bunch of randoms at the wedding. Yeah.
I'm gonna be anyways.
No, you're not. You're sitting. I already have the seating arrangement done. Shocker.
So if I don't go, you'll move me, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Banished.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And right now your table's popping off. Your table's popping off right now. So
prove it. Prove it.
Okay. Hold on.
A little preview. If anyone stayed an hour and a half into this podcast, you get a little preview.
This is the part of the podcast where we say the names of our friends that most of you people don't know. So
yeah,
let it rip.
Let it rip. Okay, you are at. It's called table.
It's called the loser loner ass table.
It's called people who've never had sex table. It's so weird.
Virgin Island.
The Virgin Island. Yeah, you beat me to it. God.
You're at table 2, and it is Brady, you, Bryn,
track so far,
Krista, Brody, McKay,
yeah,
our friend Jonah, Mark, and maybe Mitch and Taylor if they make an appearance.
Okay. Virgin City.
So you're telling me if I don't show up to your engagement party, I can get moved from that table?
I don't know how much lower you can get.
Or I'll make you stay at that table. Just depending on how you feel. Oh, here comes the noisy bastard.
Okay.
Yeah. Tell him to get the fuck over it.
Yeah, get the fuck over it.
We're safe. No one's coming in. It's fine.
He's not peeing out his butthole this week, so
that's good.
Yeah, I'm happy he's feeling better.
Me too. That was a travesty when he diarrheaed in PetSmart. That's literally what it sounded like.
Yeah, I figured.
The first time you did that, I knew what was going on. That one got me. I'm not gonna lie.
That's good producing. That's just good producing.
That one got
I'm
me.
so glad you do what you do.
Yeah. Well, I'm a professional. I'm an animal. Oh my God. This is
we've overstayed our welcome.
Yeah,
let's get out of here.
This has been much more interesting than talking about The Bachelor. Won't lie.
Yeah, maybe we should cut this and then flip flop them and put all this bullshit at the front. What do you think?
Yeah, people.
Welcome to the podcast.
The magic of editing.
Should have just started the whole episode with the fart noises. To be honest with you, that would have been a good indicator for what we watched. All right.
Yeah.
That's all.
Peace.
We've talked long enough. Like and subscribe. Smash that motherfucking like button.
Smash
Leave
it.
us a
Tell a
review.
friend.
Rate 5 stars. They never do. They never do. Sad.
I need to rate us. Well,
According to
metrics,
99% of you are not subscribed. So
look at this.
Change that.
That dog's not going to be able to eat if you don't subscribe, rate 5 stars. They're not going to be able to afford his food. Sarah McLaughlin, take it away.
Yeah.
I was just going to ask. That's going to play the music. That's going to play us out.
Yeah. Young Gravy?
Ooh, damn. That's a good one,
You're so gravy. You're so vicious.
That song sucks so bad, though.
Gravy.
Yeah, play us out, Young Gravy. Play us out. Thanks for listening. We'll see you later.
All right.
Bye.
No, you should say, I'm doing your mom. I'm doing your mom. Have you heard that song?
No.
Come on, Wes.
Who is that?
I think Wes
classic YouTube. Did you even have a childhood?
Do it, doing your mom. Doing your mom.